My way to always get back into it when I'm not feeling it is to remove all the bells and whistles and just make a to-do list and not do any washing and not do any markers and not do any of that. Just open it up and make a list and go with that, because checking things off restores my sense of balance. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, April 19th. It is day 19 of Plan As You Go, where I show how I use my Erin Condren, my power sheets, and my bullet journal in tandem for an entire month. I have a lot to do today. Basically, I have a bunch of crap I need to get done before my social media free weekend starts tomorrow. Plus, I just have a lot of, Fridays tend to be really work heavy for me and less phone calls, more like sitting down and dealing with some stuff. And so I'm going to basically be go all day today until tonight after my patron hangout. So we'll see how I survive it. Anyway, let's get going. Let's get into my power sheets. I meal planned. I am going to try and get our family planning time in tonight, probably, because this weekend we're fairly busy. I'm hoping to hit inbox 0 today. I'm very, very close. And cooking with asparagus this weekend. The receipt system, I have not finished working on that yet. I may wind up doing that this weekend as well. I got a question from April who asked, I'm curious about the receipt system you are working on. Will we get to see how you've decided to organize them? Yes, when I am done and after I've used it for about a month and I know it's working, I will probably do a video talking about that to show just kind of how I'm trying to get a handle on this shit as somebody who stresses out really hard about it. But when it comes to this whole list, aside from potentially family planning time tonight, I'm not going to mess with the rest of it because I have a lot of other stuff to do today. I have another question from Angie who asked, did RJ bring his trumpet home? No. But it's spring break, and he's at Dad's, so I wouldn't have expected to see it this week anyway. The next possible opportunity for a Trumpet Gate update will be Tuesday, as in Monday after school. Okay, looking at this, I've already got schedule next week, grocery store, inbox 0, and my hangout on here, and my kids will be back. I also need to do some editing, and I need to do some patron stuff. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to fit it in here, which basically shows the pain of my week already, the pain of this Friday. So that's kind of today all filled up. I need to take a second and enter my meal plan in as well. I've got more to do than just this today. It's going to be one of those days, I swear. Picking up something to grill tonight. Jesse's going to grill when he gets home from work. I don't know what, depends on what looks good at the store. Tomorrow is FFYS, which stands for Fend for Yourself. RJ and Jesse will be here doing whatever they want to do, and Katie and I will be working bingo, and I'm pretty sure that we can find food during a break at bingo. And then on Sunday night, I'm making this garlic, shrimp, and asparagus skillet, something that we already know we love, and it'll make the kids happy. And it's actually fairly easy, which is good because my morning is churchy as fuck. I took another painkiller last night. I wound up taking an Uber over to Jesse's work thing, not because I was worried about drinking, but because he already was there with his car. It didn't make sense for me to drive over with my car and then to have two cars to take home. And we wound up going and getting some dinner afterwards. It just made more sense that way. But when I got out of the Uber, I bent really wrong. Oh my God. And I got out. I knew I fucked up. I was walking up there. My husband came to meet me and he's like, are you okay? And I was like, I just kind of fucked myself up and I've been nauseous all day. I feel like I still deserve some points for sticking around because I always get stressed out going to work functions at first and worrying about whether or not people are going to judge me or something. I don't have any problem going to planner shit, but going to other social events stresses me the fuck out for some reason. Today's doodle is realistic fish head. Stephanie asks me, I know how much you love Once More with Love. Did you order her pre-sale washi? And if you did, how did you like it? I did not. I generally don't do a lot of ordering of new things from Once More with Love or Simply Gilded. I get the Simply Gilded subscription box, but I generally just go back for the things I know I like and maybe pick up something new. But I don't get swept up in the new releases, mainly because I have so much shit already. It looked really cute. I just didn't really need it, so I didn't order it. There's realistic fish head. I'm not quite sure how realistic he looks, but we'll go with it. The lettering for today is Yeti crab. I kind of want to doodle a crab that's all furry and looks like Bigfoot. That would be fun. Tiger Kitty Co. asked me, I just got done watching your advice for starting a YouTube video, and I agree, just start. But I started about 2 years ago, and I don't know how to go about reaching more people. I post in Facebook groups and have Instagram, but I'd love any advice you have to offer. All right, so this is not something that I am completely solid on, right? I have never been really good at marketing my YouTube channel or getting myself out there like that. I know you guys are like, but Cindy, you've got X number of subscribers. And yeah, I know. I got them kind of, I'm not sure sometimes. But one of the things I know for sure that you could be doing in general is to be just participating, like not just posting your videos, but participating in Facebook groups and on Instagram and on YouTube and just talking and sharing things that are important without necessarily linking your videos, because then if people think you have something really awesome to say, they may go seek you out on YouTube. It's a long game. That's not something that gets you followers right away. In terms of working on getting better reach faster than that, or at least do that. But while you're doing that, you can also there's a lot of great creators on YouTube. Tim Schmoyer is one of them at Video Creators. Some of Amy Landino's old videos, and she's got a book called Vlog Like a Boss. Roberto Blake, Daryl Eves, they all have great stuff to help you with working on your thumbnails and, how to pick titles that work to help you get pushed forward in search to find new people. I also have Gia's Analyze Your Analytics course, which if you've been doing it for 2 years, you probably have a certain amount of videos to look at. She teaches you how to look at your analytics to figure out what are the things people actually give a shit about and make more of that. And I've got a affiliate link and a code for that I think still works through the end of May, maybe? I can't remember, but the code is Llama Letters. You don't have to get that if you don't want to. I'm just saying that that's another way. So what I would suggest you do is work on participating more, not to link your videos, but just to be a helpful person in groups and things like that. And then look at your videos and pick kind of one area to work on to begin with, whether it's branding, whether it's thumbnails. And to figure that out, I would watch some of the videos from Roberto Blake, Tim Schmoyer, those people, and see which one you think is the first thing you can tackle. For me, I'm still struggling with my thumbnails. Thumbnails have been something that I have struggled with for fucking ever because I don't want to spend any time on them, and I know that that's a key to actually having them work better. So I'm still working on those. I don't have enough space here, so I'm going to have to do it here. Time to get my list done. I have one more question, and it's from Adriana, who said, lately my depression and anxiety have been through the roof, and usually planning is something that helps me calm down. Recently I found my desire to use my planner has faded. I have a pretty boring life anyway, but how do you usually push yourself to use your planner, power sheets, etc. when you're not feeling too great? By the way, you're so real that you're probably the only planner YouTuber I legit love to watch. I appreciate that. Thank you. I really do. I know that might have sounded a little trite, but it's mostly just because I'm hungry and frazzled. I made a pre-list for my list so I knew I wouldn't forget anything. And on days like that, I start to be like, oh, fuck, how am I gonna survive this bullshit? And my phone keeps going off. What the hell? So the first question I have for you is, if planning is something that calms you down, but you're bored or you don't feel like using it lately, does it still calm you down when you actually do it, even if you don't have the desire to do it? Because if it doesn't, if trying to force yourself to do it is making your anxiety worse, then maybe you should try something else for right now. But if it still helps you calm down, you just can't seem to bring yourself to do it. I'm not trying to diagnose or anything, but that may be you pushing away from the thing that's going to actually help you because you're being you're trying to be anti-helpful. I don't even know if that's a word or not. My way to always get back into it when I'm not feeling it is to remove all the bells and whistles and just make a fucking to-do list and not do any washing and not do any markers and not do any of that. Just open it up and make a list and go with that, because checking things off restores my sense of balance. And if I don't do any of the other frou-frou shit that goes along with it, then I can't distract myself. And that's a way I get back into it. But for you, if you're really stressed out, but you're not really feeling using your planner, maybe you could do something that's the opposite of that. What about just opening it up and doing the rando doodle challenge, or doing some lettering, or picking up something where you're not actually planning, but you're doing something creative in there that will inspire you to stay in there. Something that you enjoy. You said your life isn't busy. So maybe it doesn't have to do with hashtag productivity or whatever. Maybe it can just be putting stickers in your planner for the fuck of it, right? I know some people who like to open up to a week that they didn't get around to planning and just put in stickers and not actually do any planning, and that mellows them out. Maybe something like that will help you. You have to think about, what is it in your planner? Maybe that doesn't calm your nerves, but what about the whole hobby of planning, decorative planning, bullet journaling, all of that? What about that do you love, regardless of whether or not it's useful? What do you find fun? and just lean into that. And just do it. Don't tell yourself you're not doing it because you need to plan your life. You're doing it because you feel like it. And that might help you get into it a little bit more. Or at the very least, you could make a list of things that you enjoy in your planner and then do one of them, even if it doesn't have anything to do with your planner. Good luck. Okay, there's my list, and it is hearty. So I have a bunch of work to do. I have several errands, going to the grocery store, dropping off some dry cleaning. I need to clean my fridge out. I need to make my grocery list out. I need to do some laundry. Hella work. Oh my. So tomorrow when I update this, you'll get a flavor of how I did. Hopefully I do well. We'll see. Anyway, I love to bring it right back to Adriana's question. How do you encourage yourself to use your planner when maybe you're not feeling it? And also, what are things that calm you down if you're feeling anxious or stressed out or depressed? Kind of together like that. Like, give her some tips, because she obviously could use some tips. I could use some tips. We all could use some tips. So let us know in the comments what calms you down. How do you motivate yourself to use your planner when you're really not feeling it? All the good things. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in tomorrow's Plan As You Go video.